are coming back to join us, I probably should turn my Wi-Fi off. I probably should have turned off my iPad and just run off of. Well, you know what? If it gets crazy, I'll turn my Wi-Fi off. Um, it's still saying we're live on that other video. I did delete the other video, so maybe it's just reflecting this one. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to just get to, okay, there we go. There's a notification. Let me see if because this one should be on. Let me see if this one should be on. Okay. Okay. So, here we go. Hello, Soul Family. Welcome to Manifest with Mo. I am Mo Mania Jeanette, and here we talk about all things manifesting. Thank you, Reese. Um, Yeah, here we talk about all things manifesting because everything you see, you, me, we are all a manifestation of the mind of the Most High because we were first a thought in the mind of the Most High before we materialize into matter. So therefore, it is always mind over matter. So today's live stream, we are talking about the fact that no manifestation is small. I do have one. You said we have I have feedback. I have feedback. I have feedback. Okay. Maybe it's because is it still we still have feedback? Okay, just a second. Are these are like completely dead. Okay. Um hold on. Okay, it sounds like it. Oh, I think both the mics might be on. Yep, both. Okay, thank you. That both the mics are on. That's what's wrong. Okay, let me turn this one off. Okay, is it better now? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so um, I basically popped on to just share a quick story with you to motivate you. I know I haven't done a live stream in about 2 months. I just haven't felt well. I haven't felt well enough to do it, and there's just been a lot going on. But I'm grateful, and I'm continuing to manifest. And so, let me share this story with you briefly. Basically, I went to the car wash today. I was out and about and I had to pick up an order and I saw this bird poop and I'm like, okay, like I just washed my Jeep, but it's okay. I'm gonna go through the car wash. We have the Loop, the car wash subscription through Shell, which we pay for. So this is not sponsored at all. And so while in the car wash today, I was focused on setting up our more of like a business line, setting up the TikTok that's our informative TikTok that we use to basically teach, right? And gather information. Um, and so I wanted that TikTok separate on that phone. What? Sorry, I just got a confirmation. So, you know what? We're going to call in our ancestors to cleanse the space, the archangels to cleanse the space, our spiritual team to cleanse the space, and to come in and allow us to have a smooth transmission a smooth delivery of the message because there's a lot of distractions. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming into this space. I don't really want to burn any sage because it's so strong and overpowering, and I don't. I have some Palo Santo right here. I may light the incense in a little bit. We'll see. But I just want to show you how things will work for you just by setting the intention in your mind's eye, not even like thinking that you just want to get something. Just, put it this way, just setting the intention. So, long story short, as I was saying, I was in the car wash. I'm setting up the other TikTok because I don't want. I like to monitor my personal time that I spend on social media and screen time on my phone. I just I want to make sure that I am keeping those screen time, that's my screen time, at a reasonable amount. So I'm not paying attention, and next thing I know, I hear the dryer come on. So my Jeep is being washed, and you're supposed to drive through a ring where you get the coating, the wax coating, and all that. And I look up and I'm like, I done missed the time for it to spray. So with the subscription, you could only go through once a day. I did have a free car wash, which I ended up, I think I wasted. I'm sure I could get it back. I could just let them know that I could call and customer service could give it back to me because it was technical difficulties. But anyway, so I'm in the line at another car wash because I just didn't want to go back through that car wash. I wasn't really just dressed. I just threw on some sweats and stuff. I didn't want to get out the car. Um, and so I drove to the next Shell station, which is only like a minute and a half away. And so I'm in line to get the Jeep washed again so that this time I could get the protective coating, the wax, and seal before, because I didn't do that at the first Shell. So when I got there, it was a vehicle in the car wash already, and then one waiting, and I was behind the one that was waiting. So, um, again, I'm like, okay, I could take this time to try to continue to set this up, but I'm being mindful of my surroundings, and the car is moving through and everything. So the next car goes in, and she's in there for a while. Excuse me. And it's like mid wash, and she just drives out. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's the car wash is still going. Here is the part that was magical. There's no other way to describe it, right? So she wasn't in there for super long. She got the ultimate wash. It takes a little while for you to get an ultimate wash. So I don't know what happened with her, but when she pulled out, it wasn't. She didn't appear, and the person in the car with her didn't appear that they were in distress or in a rush or had an emergency. They pulled out, and then the way that the car wash is, the layout of it, you would just pull straight out and go back to the street. They came back around as if they were going to this into the Shell station. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking the car wash is going to cut off because she already drove through. And I hear, I'm like, oh, the dryers are going. But normally when the dryer is going, the car wash shuts down. The all of the water and the sprayers, they stop. Everything was going at the same time. So I'm like, okay. So I still go on my phone, not paying attention at the universe, right? The Most High is like, hey, you wanted to finish the car wash. The car wash is waiting for you to finish the car wash. So I'm sitting there, and I'm fumbling with my phone because I'm like, oh, I forgot to open my Loop app so that I can use my free car wash. So when I open it, that's when I realized, wait a minute, that's right. I just went through this with myself. I have to go inside and present the coupon. I'm already in the line, and the car wash is already going. I'm going to have to drive through and go out. So I'm like, okay, let me drive around and go into the station to present them with the coupon so I could just get back in line. It was a vehicle behind me. So I start driving through the car wash, and I was just gonna drive straight through. As soon as I get into the car wash, the components that I needed to finish washing the Jeep kick on. So the wax sprayer, it's like two different layers, like a wax sprayer and then a protection sealant. So I go through the wax sprays and then the sealer sprays. This is the part. The dryer was still on when I got in there. So I'm like, oh, something is wrong with the dryer. So as soon as I get to the dryer, it starts to count down like normal. I BS you not. It starts to count down like normal. So I just went through like normal. I knew that this had worked out for me. I just went through like normal, took my time, let the car dry. The dude behind me in the truck was looking like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? What is? I hope you can hear me still. Let me see, cause my phone started ringing. What's going on? What is? Cause my phone started ringing. Just a second. Phone started ringing. Just a second. My phone started ringing. Just a second. Phone started ringing. Just a second. My phone started ringing. Just a second. Uh-oh, it's looping. Phone started ringing. Just a second. Mm. Uh-oh, it's looping. Okay. It is looping, huh? But you can hear me. Okay, so, but did you get the gist of the story and the manifestation? Because I know it's still looping. Which, I'm not going to say story. Uh, I feel like stories, or I don't know. I don't know. Yes. Okay, thank you. So, that was the point, is that things, it may look like things, are not working out for you. It may look like you made mistakes. Okay. Um, but sometimes things happen to deter you from something that may be harmful to you. That may be, cause that, like, I'm I may get distracted, but normally, especially I was in the car wash by myself, right? I usually would just watch the bubbles in the soap. Like, I was watching my surroundings, but it's so relaxing that normally I would just watch the soap. Like, and I was watching the car wash while Keenan, trying to set up the account. But in those few moments, I missed that. Mm, I'm getting a download. Those few moments, I missed that particular opportunity, right? But it was only to show me my power, and that what's for you is for you. So even though I missed it, like, it worked out. It was greater. It's greater for me as a spiritual and mental experience, that when I went to the next car wash, it it worked for me. So this is the second part of it. I don't know why those people drove out of the car wash. Maybe it was stuck. I have no idea what they were experiencing. But you see how things will work out for you. At that time, it was their time, right, to use the car wash. As simple as it may seem, and I know I'm repeating myself because I wanted to really sink in that it was their time, or it appeared to be their time to use the car wash. But sometimes your desire is stronger, and we are all that one, right? And so we're all connected. And so something made them leave out of that car wash. And when I say something, I mean as far as whatever it was that they were feeling, and that, maybe they needed to go to the bathroom quickly. Maybe they, I don't know. They didn't appear to be in a rush though, or it didn't appear to be urgent. They looked calm to me. The point is, don't ever think you've missed your moment, or you've wasted time doing something, or you've it's so much going through my mind right now. And I want you to realize that the small manifestations, right? The small manifestations create ripples. They create ripples in the larger pond, right? I mean, larger ripples throughout the pond, throughout the river, throughout the ocean. And those ripples will create waves. So realize that you have the power. Like, I don't even, I'm having a difficult time articulating exactly what it is that I'm feeling right now and the emotions that I'm feeling right now. But just as that happened, that's why I want you to realize that it's not small. Just as that happened for me today, you have to know that when my intention that I set was, I need this car wash, and I mean, to be completed, and I don't really want to go through getting it all washed again. I'm like, maybe it needs to be washed again. Maybe it wasn't thoroughly cleansed. Maybe that's why, maybe that's what's going on. But the fact that when I did go through the second car wash, it was only the car wash kicked on, or kicked into and started functioning properly, right? When the components that I needed to finish getting my Jeep washed, um, when I got into the position, it was ready for me. So, thank you. What they're saying is, and when I say they, your spiritual team is saying to get into the position. So if you are desiring to move, you need to start packing up the things that you don't touch daily now. So you have things that you're just holding on to, things maybe like me that I'm hoarding, in a sense, or collecting. I would say collecting. Um, Start packing those things up. Start decluttering. Start donating items. Prepare for this move. You, mm, they're saying get into a position. So I'm hearing teaching, like somebody is wants to do some type of teaching, and it doesn't have to be through the mainstream education system. It could be on a social media platform. It could be within your community, within your tribe, where you desire to teach certain things. It could be herbalism, gardening, cooking, sewing. Some type of craft or trade, and you want to teach this, then you need to get in position by, if you have the supplies, gather them, organize, create your curriculum. Start creating. I don't have my folder right here, but I have a folder for personal curriculum, which is just basically the things that I'm learning on my own, not going through an educational system, but information that I'm gathering, things that are interesting to me that I desire to learn about. So I have a collection of documents and writings and things of that nature, essays, photos, things of that nature, that I study, that I learn about. And this is my personal curriculum, because as long as we're here, if we're open to it and allow it, we're learning, and it's such a beautiful thing. Um, Let me see, because it's another message coming through. Um, I just keep hearing get into the position, and it's already yours. So whatever it is, you need to get in position. You need to prepare yourself for it. You need to live as if it is yours already. Because the thing about it is, I was sure, I knew in my mind that I had the means, one way or the other, to finish the car wash. You get what I'm saying? I want you to get it, because you have to know it. You have to know it. I knew that it would be okay, even if I came home and asked Maurice and Marlo, like, could y'all please just, wash it by hand and then wax it for me? Whatever, right? Or just wait till tomorrow and go back through when I'm able to go back through with my subscription. Um, there's someone who I'm looking at my major arcana quick list sheet. There's someone who may want to learn the divinations, the tarot, oracle reading, which oracle is more self-explanatory, but the tarot needs to be learned in order to know it. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, Spiritual protection, all these things. So what you do is you start getting the supplies. You start uh, watching the videos. You can go online and pull up so many things for free. Um, there's a lot of ways to prepare yourself, because this is the thing. What what the Most High is saying to me now, and I'm also hearing from Archangel Sandophone right now. What In order to get what you desire, you have to be that first. You have to be that first. So me driving my Jeep through the car wash, um, and I feel emotional right now, um, because of just living in manifestation. Right, this started before I even had my Jeep. So I know y'all get tired of talking about me talking about dreamy, then y'all just let me know in the comment section below. But um, this started before. This was the way that I manifested dreamy, was envisioning myself driving through the car wash, doing these things, like becoming that already, becoming a Jeep driver, becoming a Jeep owner, becoming a Jeep girl. These are the things that I would do beforehand. And because you have to be that which you desire, you have to align with it on that frequency, because I am that I am, which means you are always what you proclaim to be. You are always everything at the same time, and you have to choose and pick. So that's when you tune the frequency to what it is that you desire to hear and see and project into your life. Let me know if I'm making sense. Let me know if I'm making sense. You have to fine tune it and get onto the correct station, so that you could be on the frequency of what it is that you desire. And did the feedback stop just a second? So that you could be on the frequency of what it is that you desire. Okay, perfect. So, you desire something. Like, what is it that you desire? And it's not for you to answer in the comment section. is for you to answer to yourself. Because you are the only person that can allow you to have what it is that you desire. You are the only one, all right, that can allow what it is that you desire into your life, into your reality. It's only you can do it. Only you can do it. And only you can prevent a forest fire. No, I'm just playing. Only you can prevent it from coming into your life. You're the only one. You are the only one that can prevent it from coming into your life. It's always you, whether you're blocking it, whether you're stopping it, or whether you're allowing it to come into your life. There's only you. Other people may do things, but guess what? You have to allow them into your space for them to affect you. I'm going to say it again for those in the back who probably didn't hear me. You have to allow them in your space for them to affect you. And when I say space, I mean mental space and subconscious space. In order for them to affect you, and in order for them to affect your reality, you have to start moving differently. You have to start moving as if you're untouchable. People are going to try to do things because there are energy vampires all over the place. There are people that want to that want to that in entities that feed off of your loosh. What is that? What is loosh? Those negative emotions, those uncomfortable feelings. Um, when somebody cuts you off in traffic, and then I was listening to someone, I can't remember who it was, but oh, I can't even remember if it was male or female. But they described it as someone, not even described it, they explained it in like basically put it out there of what happens, like how there are NPCs, right? Non-playable characters. People who just seem soulless. People who you try to talk to them or tell them something or teach them something new and they just don't want to hear it. They're just stuck. No matter what, they revert back to the default setting. They go back to the default, right? So what I mean by this is, let me give you a this is a metaphor, right? So you get your phone, you set it up, and let me see, because I don't want nothing personal popping up. Maybe I should just lock it. Okay, so this is not the default screen. I've customized it. So you see, we have is that leopard print? Yeah, print there, right? I've customized the screen to look the way that it does. So there are people, you can customize their screen. You could go in, and when you're customizing, you're changing something in the computer. This is a computer, right? You're changing settings in the computer. You're inputting information into this computer. And so I have my phone, as many of us do, customized to the settings that we desire to have them on, so that the phone does what we want it to do, how we want it to do. And in this case, it is aesthetically pleasing to me. So there's some people, you can set them up. You can, I even have my phone dressed up. So you do all of these things, right? And after you've done all this programming, you poured into them, you taught them, you showed them, you walked them through it, you spoon fed it to them, all of these things, the next moment, the screen, hey B! The next moment, the screen is on the default screen. So it's no longer on your personal screen or your screen lock. It's on the default. So the computer has went back to exactly how it was, and then you have to go back and reprogram it again, or you're locked out. That's what an NPC is, because those sometimes you just get locked out, or sometimes you start keying in them codes and you coding and you working and you telling them something and it's informative, and then all of a sudden they firewall come up. No more information is getting through. Their firewall has come up. Who set that firewall? Who set these protections and these passcodes? The Matrix, right? So guess what? When someone has the firewall, the antivirus protection, the extra code lock, the extra spyware and all of that stuff within their system, and they're just, no matter how hard you try, you think you got it programmed, and you come back the next day or the next hour or the next 3 minutes and they're back to default, you have to keep moving. Wouldn't you take your phone back if you woke up every day and it's like the 51st dates? You done programmed your phone, you got it all set up, because I love my phone set up, right? I've customized this, I personalized this, right? So I did all this work, and then I get up and the next day and the phone then undressed itself. It didn't set back to default. And it's just plain Jane laying there on the counter, right? It's just plain Jane laying there on my nightstand. No, thank you. No, no, thank you. I don't want it. So you have to. How did we get here in this conversation? I have no idea. I don't even remember why we're talking about. Oh, the NPCs, and that, some people, they're just unteachable because they are NPC. Oh, the loosh. That's what we were talking about. The loosh, the stealing of the loosh, the harvesting of it. And so these NPCs, right? These are the people that are driving those cars. And you look over and they just looking straight ahead. It's as if they just, somebody had a remote control and moved them in your lane for you to go around them. We have to get to a point where we recognize what's going on, and we recognize who they are, and we recognize what their purpose is, and but we recognize even greater what our purpose is and who we are, and that we came here to raise the frequency and raise the vibration simply by being the light beings that we are, the star seeds, the indigo, the rainbows, excuse me, right? The crystal babies, all of these things that we are. We have to be that. We have to be the those who have come back into this life from Lemuria, right? We have jobs to do, and it starts with you not being afraid. It starts with you standing in your purpose, and it starts with you getting into position. Because just like today, when I got into position at the car wash, everything worked specifically for me. No matter what the situation looks like, no matter what somebody is telling you, there's always a way to work it out. There's always a way for it to work in your divine chosen favor. There's always a way for it to work in your favor. And you have to stand in that. You have to be in that. You have to live in that. You have to walk in that. You have to sleep in that. You have to rest in that. Everything that you do, you have to bathe in that. You have to eat in that. You have to live in that divine birthright, because it is yours. And all of the distractions, all of the delusions, all of the programming, all of these things that have been set up in order to make you forget who you are, make you think you have, excuse me, you have to go along with excuse me, just a second. um I'm getting something else. You also have to watch out for people who you think are, there's so many people, oh boy, there's so many people who we think are for our good, and they get to talking and they get to, all of this stuff, and where some people will follow them, some people will I'm just getting this down low, so I'm gonna speak about it briefly. But I basically went online today, right? And hold on. Okay, sorry. I was seeing if I could pull it up. And I'm not gonna show this person because but I just want you to be mindful of the things that happen within. I don't even see if the video is here anymore. But anyways, it's somebody that I've been watching, and her information, the conversations that go on, the talking points, I felt like they were valid. They were productive and conducive to our people um, growing as a collective and building ourselves, especially mentally and spiritually, and also moving forward with this wealth transfer that has been going on, right? And today I get up and I see her picture is changed, and so I don't know if you know anything about. I don't even want the video to get flagged because it's too much of a message. I may have to come back. But basically, she's changed her profile picture, and like this is covered. I don't want to say too much because I don't want it to get cut off. So basically, what I'm saying is like, watch out for NPCs and agents, implants or plants, excuse me, people who come in to intentionally draw people in and then lead them astray or get information. All right. So it's very critical that you are in tune with yourself, that you are meditating. What does meditating mean? It just simply means sitting with yourself, tuning everything out. You want to get to this space where you can actually make your mind quiet, where you're not thinking of anything at all. It's so helpful to just be able to just turn it off for a little bit. Um, wow, I thought that I was just going to be on here for like 15 minutes, but they just given me many, many messages. Um, yeah, it's time to be aware of what's going on, and when people switch up, um, just keep an eye out, because that was really a shock to me to just see, to wake up and I'm like, okay, why is this covering, this. Well, like I said, we'll talk about it in a different time. I don't This channel is very important because we're teaching you here how to, and I know I always say we, and then most of the time you just see me here, but the it's because it's not just me giving you the messages. I have a spiritual team that's giving the message. and your spiritual team, may reach out to my spiritual team to give me a message to give you. You saw it too, so you know who it is. And I was just like, wow, like another one, you know. So it's very important that we realize also how fast people are, how many people, how rampant is running right now. The same thing with me. I just kept scrolling, and I was just like, "You got to be kidding me!" Because like, why was that even necessary? So yeah, I don't know. As I'm looking closer at it now, though, Reese, I see that the eye is not fully covered. So what does that even mean? But I just feel like we just have to keep an eye out when people are doing these things. Because if people show you who they are, believe them. When they show you who they truly are, believe them. Don't try to change them. Don't try to fix them. Don't try to help them. Run. You see a red flag, run. Run for the hills. Let it be. So, um, we will be teaching over on Copper Color Connection. Um, I'm just collecting a bunch of stuff, a bunch of information, and of course, we're going to give credit to those creators who have put out this information and these teachings. Such a wonderful, beautiful time to be alive and to witness this shift in mindset, this spiritual growth that we're having and we're experiencing as a people. And here at Manifest with Mo, I'm not saying that I'm shutting anyone out. When I say that I'm talking to my people, it's not that. It's the fact that um, I have been walking in this life, right, for decades now, and so I have witnessed the lack of awareness that a lot of my people have of who they are, which was done intentionally through religion. Um, and so, um, through religion and if they really read the religious text, especially the Bible, as they are written and not as they have been taught to be interpreted, but if they really read a lot of that text, they would really see. Um, I actually have some notes here, and I want to give a shout out to. Did I write down what his name is? Oh man. But he's over on TikTok. I want to say it's Raw. Put it this way. I didn't. I just took notes from what he said. But let me break this down for y'all, and then I'll be talking to y'all later in a different live stream. But we have Jesus, right? G is us. Yahweh, your way. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And then we have religion, rely on a jinn. So if you're not familiar with a jinn is, it's a genie, right? A form of a genie. And so that breakdown, that spiritual breakdown that he had for it, and if you read the religious text, I don't have my Bible right now, but if you read the text, right, you will see how many times that Jesus, like y'all, you kept throwing your power at Jesus, and Jesus was like, but I don't want it. Like, I'm telling you how to do it. I'm showing you what, like, how to do it. Like, how is it that I can walk through here And I'm just, excuse me, I'm speaking. No, I didn't say nothing to you, girl. On phone listening in. Um, just walk with me here for a minute, okay? Just walk with me. So Jesus is, or Yeshua, right? Is teaching a message. I feel like it's similar to me getting on here telling you what to do, and then you messaging me every day, calling me every day, emailing me every day saying, could you please do this for me? Could you please help me with this? When I've showed you how to turn water into wine, I've showed you how to turn two little fishes and five loaves of bread into enough to feed a multitude. I've showed you how to heal, how to make the blind see, heal, make the lame walk again, raise, even raise people from the dead. I've showed you how to walk on water. I've showed you that nobody can take your life from you. You have to give it up. But all you can see is the suffering. You take this message and you misconstrue it. And you think that you have to pick up a cross and bear a cross. Are you okay? Like, no, really. Are you okay? That is NPCism at its finest. They go back to the default. Or they never leave the default. You can't unlock. And you're trying to passcode and the passcode and the passcode, and now the iPhone is locked for 11,200,6,300,432 years. So, get in position because you're up. You're up. Your confirmation is here. The house is ready. The high rise is ready for those of you who want to live in a high rise. The apartment, the townhome, the condo, the boat. Somebody wants to live on a houseboat is ready. What you desire to do to bring in streams of income, since we're in this situation where they're holding our food hostage and making us pay ransom for it at the checkout stands. Um, you know, since we're in this situation because we don't have the sense to barter, then we have to bring in streams of income. But you have the power to bring it in as you desire. You have the power to do that. You have the power to do that. I don't have the links in the description because I did not set up the description box, but head on over to Patreon, and at, I believe it's the lowest, which is 555 tier. The money talisman should be available. Um, 3 ingredients, which is a jar, rum and alcohol, and cinnamon. So go over there and check it out. And you can start moving and shaking by yourself because we are a spiritual people, and we are an emotional people, meaning we are really able to put energy into motion. And as a collective, through generational trauma, through centuries of trauma, as a collective, not individually, I would say that we were made to be emotionally unstable and unintelligent. Emotionally. So let's get those emotions in check as a collective and start to move things and get back to our natural self and our natural state of being and really stand in who we are and what we are and just watch how things begin to work for you. And it is 111 on August 13th. Happy birthday to my Auntie Lisa, the baby of my mother's siblings. And I got a confirmation text from my daughter 111. So we're get in position. Guess what? 111. That's the start. That's the base of it. Get into position. Things are moving for you. Things are working for you. I had my angel book. Matter of fact, I'll just go into let me go into my Apple Books real quick before, and we'll come back. Um, Maybe if not one day this week, maybe one day this week. But I do want to read 111 to you, and then I have some mothering to do, so I'm gonna go and do that. 111. This number brings you the urgent message that your thoughts are manifesting instantly. So keep your mindset focused upon your desires. Give any fearful thoughts to heaven for transmutation. Where is heaven? Where did Jesus say heaven is? I'm not telling you. You go look it up. I'm not giving you the answer. That's your homework. Where did Jesus tell you heaven is? My coffee was great today. Look at my mug that my babies got me for Mother's Day or my birthday. I forgot. But the urgency in that, where it says urgent message that your thoughts are manifesting instantly right now, right? I don't know if the solar eclipse was it solar, yeah, solar, right? Um, has passed or if it's still happening, but we have a new moon. And what season are we in? We are in Leo, so it should be a new moon in Leo. Um, I haven't checked, sorry, but I'm just going off the dates of what it is, and from the full moon to the new moon. So we have a new moon in Leo, and let me check this out for y'all really quickly before we new moon. Mm, so the August 2026 new moon occurred on August 12, 2026 at 10:36 a.m. Pacific time. This exact new moon phase coincided with a major total solar eclipse visibly across parts of Greenland, Iceland, and Spain, and provided dark night skies for the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. And yes, is in the sign of Leo. In the sign of Leo. Okay, so um yeah, Leo is also a fire sign, right? So put some fire under your butt and get moving. It's time to get to where it is that you desire to be. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining in with us today. Um Go back and replay this. Go back and replay it. You can speed it up. I forgot how. Bree showed me how. But you can speed it up to go back through it, because I do realize that I talk at a slower pace than most, right? But you can speed it up. I just wanted to soak in for you. All right. Love you all so much, and I will talk to you.